Oh, he has done it. Ah.
Okay. We are in first canto, 4th chapter, 13th verse, right?
14th.
14th chapter. Okay. Sutuvacha Dvapare Samanuprapte Tritiye Yuga Paryaye Jata Parasharad Yogi Vasavyam Kalaya Hare. Sutuvacha Dvapare Samanuprapte Tritiye Yuga Paryaye Jata Parasharad Yogi Vasavyam Kalaya Hare. Now Sutta Goswami says, so many questions were asked by Shaunaka Rishi about Parishit Maharaj. Now Sutta Goswami is answering. What is the first question asked? Let us go to the questions first. Which yuga it started? That was the first question. What period it started? You are the most fortunate in this way. Third verse speaks about in which period this took place. So now, when the second millennium overlapped the third, Sutuvacha, Dvaparehe, Samanu Praptehe, Tritiyehe, Yuga Paryaye. Great Vyasadeva, he was born to Parashar in the womb of Satyavati. Parashar, by Parashar, in the womb of daughter of Vasu, that is Satyavati. Kalayaha Hare. He is a plenary portion of Krishna himself. So in this way, now about the birth of Vyasa has been spoken. How Vyasa is born to Satyavati from the power of Parashar Muni. And this happened when the Dwapar Yuga overlapped Trita Yuga. That means Yuga Sandhya. Now also Yuga Sandhya is going on. When Kali Yuga has overlapped Dwapar Yuga. The first periods they are known as Yuga Sandhya. This is Yuga Sandhya of Dwapar and Treta. Okay. Adi Satviki Mataji read.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dhanavad Pranam. Can you hear me, Mataji?
Yes, yes.
Okay, because I'm in Mississippi. I'm not at home, so that's why I'm asking. Okay. Dvapare samanu prapte tritiya yuga parayaye yataha parasharad yogi vasavyam kalaya hare.
Vasavyam.
Vasavyam.
Kalaya Hare.
Kalaya Hare.
Kalaya
Translation?
means Kalavatara. Portion.
Okay.
Kalaya means portion.
Okay.
Not Kalavatara. Here Kalaya refers to plenary portion. Okay.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sutta Goswami said, when the second millennium overlapped the third, the great sage Vyasadeva was born to Parasara in the womb of Satyavati, the daughter of Vasu. Purport: there is a chronological order of the 4 millenniums, namely Satya, Dwapara, Treta and Kali. But sometimes there is overlapping. During the regime of Vishwasata Manu, there was an overlapping of the 28th round of the 4 millenniums. And the third millennium appeared prior to the second. In that particular millennium, Lord Sri Krishna also descends, and because of this, there was some particular alteration. The mother of the great sage was Satyavati, the daughter of the Vasu, fisherman, and the father was the great Parasara Muni. That is the history of Vyasadeva's birth. Every millennium is divided into 3 periods, and each period is called a Sandhya. Vyasadeva appeared in the 3rd Sandhya of that particular age. Thank you very much, Mataji, for the service.
स कदाचित् सरस्वत्या उपस्पृश्य जलं शुचिः विविक्त एक आसीनम् उदिते रविमण्डले स कदाचित् सरस्वत्या उपाश्रय जलं शुचिः विविक्त एक आसीन विविक्त एक आसीन उदिते रविमण्डले. Once upon a time, kadachit. So, Vedavyasa, Surya Mandale, Udite hai Surya Mandale, sunrise. Udite Surya Mandale refers to sunrise. Took his morning ablution. Ablution means you do Achmana. So, in this way, he went for Upashriya, where in the waters of Saraswati, on the banks of Saraswati. And then Ekaha Asina, he sat alone. Why? Vivikte. Vivikte means for meditating on the Supreme Lord. He sat alone and started concentrating. Now, concentration can be done on the misery of the people also. Here, Vedavyasa is concentrating on the effects of the Kali Yuga, which is going to come now. What is going to happen for Kali Yuga? People. How these jivas are just entrapped. Those who are in the materialistic life, what they're doing. So all these things in here will come. So he's sitting on the banks of Badikashram, the areas of Himalaya, Samyaprasha. This is the place where Vedavyasa resides, Samyaprasha in Badrikashram. Okay. You can read two verses together. Paravaragya sa rushi kalena vyaktaram hasa yugadharma vitikaram praptam bhuvi yuge yuge paravaragya para avara para past avara future gya he knows past and future. He knows everything. He's Gya means he knows. Saha Rishihi, such a Rishi is Vyasadeva. Kalena, he knows that in course of time, Avyaktaha Ramhasa. Avyaktaha, unmanifested, Ramhasa, by great force, Yuga Dharma, acts in terms of millennium, Vyatikaran, anomalies, Praptam, having accrued Bhuvi on the earth, Yuge, different ages. So he could see that how in every Yuga there is going to be some discrepancy. It is going to reduce. The duties are also going to, duties are there for every Yuga. But then, because of the unseen forces of the time, that all is going to be reduced. So he could see this. Because he's a liberated soul, he knows past, present, and future. He's Trikala Drishti. He knows what is going to happen. He knows what are the defects in Kali Yuga. And in this way, he wanted to give that permanent solution for the Kali Yuga people, how they are going to come out of all these difficulties. So Prabhupada writes elaborately in purport about it. Okay. Krishna Priya Mataji, read 2 verses and read both the translations.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Sa kadachit sarasvatya upasprisya jalam suchihi vivikta eva asena udite ravi mandale. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Once upon a time, he, Vedavyasa, as the sun rose, took his morning ablution in the waters of the Saraswati and sat alone to concentrate. Purport: the river Saraswati is flowing in the Badrikashrama area of the Himalayas. So the place indicated here is Samyaprasa in Badrikashrama, where Sri Vyasadeva is residing. 16th text. परावरज्ञः स कृषिः कालेन व्यक्तरंहसा युगधर्मव्यतिकरं प्राप्तं भुवि युगे युगे. Translation: the great sage Vyasadeva saw anomalies in the duties of the millennium. This happens on the earth in different ages due to unseen forces in the course of time. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great sages like Vyasadeva are liberated souls, and therefore they can see clearly past and future. Thus, he could see the future anomalies in the Kali age, and accordingly he made arrangements for the people in general so that they can execute a progressive life in this age, which is full of darkness. The people in general in this age of Kali are too much interested in matter, which is temporary. Because of the ignorance, they are unable to evaluate the assets of life and be enlightened in spiritual knowledge. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Next. Bhautikānām ca bhāvānām shaktirhasam cha tatkrutam ashraddhadhanam nisatvan durmedhan rasitayushah दुर्भागंश्च जनान् वीक्ष्य मुनिर्दिव्येन चक्षुषा सर्ववर्णाश्रमाणां यद् दधौ हितम् अमोघदृक्. Now the sage is equipped in knowledge. Bhautikānām, that is why he could see everything which is made of matter. Bhavanam, he could see everyone's actions. Shakti Rhasham cha, how deterioration of the natural power. Why the power is reducing. Tat kritam ashaddhana is all because of the faithlessness. Because in Kali Yuga only faithless people exist. They don't have a small gratitude to the things they get. Isn't it? That is why it is very clearly said, faithless people. That is why all the power is also reducing. Nisatvan. And also impatient. They are restless. Nisatvan. Due to want of the mood of goodness. Durmedhan. Dull-witted. We studied Prayad Alpa Yusha Sabya Kalavasi Niveja. Manda Sumanda Matyu. Manda Bhakya. Dull-witted. Then Rasita. Because of the duration of life, Drisitaha Ayusha. The Ayu is also reduced. Durbhagan. Durbhagan means unlucky also, people in general. They have all these defects. Vikshyaha Munihi, by seeing this, Divyena Chakshusha, by his transcendental vision, he could see all this. Sarva Varna Shramanam. And he could see that in all the statuses and orders of life, these defects are there. Yadadhau hitam amoghadra. And he is fully equipped in knowledge. That is why he was contemplating what can be the most welfare activity. The topmost welfare activity. What can I give to the people? So in this way, he was contemplating for all the people in general, coming from different varnas, different ashramas, what can be the topmost welfare activity? Okay, Narayan Damodar, read.
भौतिकानां च भावानां शक्तिरासं च तत्कृतम् अश्रद्धधानानि सत्त्वान् दुर्मेधान् रसितायुषः दुर्भगांश्च जनान् वीक्ष्य मुनिर्दिव्येन चक्षुषा सर्ववर्णाश्रमाणां यत् तद्यौहितममोघदृक्. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The great sage who was fully equipped in knowledge could see through his transcendental vision the deterioration of everything material due to the influence of the age. He could also see that the faithless people in general would be reduced in duration of life and would be impatient due to lack of goodness. Thus, he contemplated for the welfare of men in all statuses and orders of life. Purport: the unmanifested forces of time are so powerful that they reduce all matter to oblivion in due course. In Kali Yuga, the last millennium of a round of 4 millenniums, the power of all material objects deteriorates by the influence of time. In this age, the duration of the material body of the people in general is much reduced, and so is the memory. The action of matter has also not so much incentive. The land does not produce food grains in the same proportion as it did in other ages. The cow does not give as much milk as it used to give formerly. The production of vegetables and fruits is less than before. As such, all living beings, both men and animals, do not have sumptuous, nourishing food. Due to want of so many necessities of life, naturally the duration of life is reduced. The memory is short, intelligence is meager, mutual dealings are full of hypocrisy, and so on. The great sage Vyasadeva could see this by his transcendental vision. As an astrologer can see the future fate of a man, or an astronomer can foretell the solar and lunar eclipses, those liberated souls who can see through the scriptures can foretell the future of all mankind. They can see this due to their sharp vision of spiritual attainment. And all such transcendentalists, who are naturally devotees of the Lord, are always eager to render welfare service to the people in general. They are the real friends of the people in general, not the so-called public leaders who are unable to see what is going on, what is going to happen 5 minutes ahead. In this age, the people in general, as well as their so-called leaders, are all unlucky fellows, faithless in spiritual knowledge and influenced by the age of Kali. They are always disturbed by various diseases. For example, in the present age, there are so many TB patients and TB hospitals. But formerly, this was not so because the time was not so unfavorable. The unfortunate men of this age are always reluctant to give a reception to the transcendentalists who are representatives of Srila Vyasadeva and selfless workers always busy in planning something which may help everyone in all statuses and orders of life. The great philanthropists are those transcendentalists who represent the mission of Vyasa, Narada, Madhva, Chaitanya, Rupa, Saraswati, etc. They are all one and the same. The personalities may be different, but the aim of the mission is one and the same, namely to deliver the fallen souls back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Next. Now, what did Vyasa do? Because he thought, let me give some welfare activity. Chaturhotram karma shuddham prajanam vikshya vaidikam vedadhagya santaye vedadhad Vakya Santatyai Vedamekam Chaturvidham Chaturhutram Karma Shuddham Prajanam Viksha Vaidikam Vedadhadyagya Santatyai Vedamekam Chaturvidham. So Chatuhu Hotram. So 4 sacrificial fires, Karma Shuddham, for the purification of work. He recommended this, the sacrificial fires. For people in general, after seeing Vaidikam, this according to the Vedic rites, Vedadhat Yagyaha Samatyai. So in this way, one Veda is expanded now, Chatuhu Vidam, into 4 divisions. And he simplified the process by expanding one Veda into 4, and he expanded them among the men. That means he distributed among the men. So here the sacrifices which is given for the 4 divisions, Chatur Varnam, 4 Varna Ashramaha. What are the sacrifices for Varnam? Like for Brahmana, what type of sacrifices are there? For Kshatriyas, for Vaishyas, for Shudras. So for that, what he did, he gave these sacrifices to them, and he divided that one Veda into divisions, and then he expanded that among the men. Okay. Vandana Mataji, read.
Hare Krishna Mataji, then what's pranam? Chaturhotram karma shuddham prajnan vikshaya vedikam Vedyadha yagna santayi vedam ekam chaturvidham. Translation. He saw that sacrifices mentioned in the Vedas Vedas were means by which the people's occupation could be purified. And to simplify the process, he divided the one Veda into 4 in order to expand them amongst men. Purport. Formerly, there was only one Veda of the name Yajur, and the 4 divisions of the sacrifice were there specifically mentioned. But to make them more easily performable, the Vedas were divided into 4 divisions of sacrifice, just to purify the occupational service of the 4 orders. Above the 4 Vedas, namely Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharva, there are Puranas. They are the Mahabharata, Samhitam, etc., which are known as the 5th Veda. Sri Vyasadeva and his many disciples were all historical personalities, and they were very kind and sympathetic towards the fallen soul of this age of Kali. As such, the Puranas and Mahabharata were made from related historical facts which explain the teaching of the 4 Vedas. There is no point in doubting the authority of the Puranas and Mahabharata as part and parcel of the Vedas. In the Chandogya Upanishad 7.1.4, the Puranas and Mahabharata, generally known as the histories, are mentioned as the 5th Veda. According to Sri Jiva Goswami, that is the way of ascertaining the respective values of revealed scriptures. Hare Krishna.
Rigyaju Samatharvakya Vedaschattvara Uttritaha Itihasa Puranam cha Panchamo Veda Uchyate. Rigyaju Samatharvakya Vedaschattvara Uttritaha Itihasa Puranam cha Panchamo Veda Uchyate. So 4 divisions, Rig, Yaju, Sama, Atharva, Akhyaha. These are the names. Vedaha, Chatvaraha, Uddritaha. So in this way, 4 parts are made of the Vedas. Then Itihasa, Puranas. So the historical records and the Puranas, they are They are known as Panchama Veda. The histories, historical facts, and authentic stories mentioned in the Puranas, they are called as fifth Veda. Uchyate. It is said to be. Next. Tatra Tatra Vedadhara Paila Samago Jaimini Kavihi Vaishampayana Evaiko Nishnato Yaju Shamuta. Now, Tatra Vedadhara Pailaha Samagaha Jaimini Kavi. Let us see. So when these divisions were done, Paila Rishi, he got Rig Veda. Tatrag Veda. There only Rig Veda has been given. That has been given to Paila Rishi. Then Sama Veda is given to Jaimini. Then Vaishampayena Evaiko. So Vaishampayena Evaiko. So Jaimini has got Samaveda and Vaishampayana has got Yajurveda. Nishnitaha Yajusham Utaha. So these are the three rishis who have got different Vedas. Paila Rishi, Rig Veda, Jaimini, Samaveda, Vaishampayana, Yajurveda. Then Atharvangirasamase Sumantur Daruna Munihi Itihasa Purananam Pitame Romaharshanaha. Then Atharva Veda has been given to Angira Rishi. Atharvaha Angirasham. Asitaha Sumantutuhu. Sumantamuni. Sumantamuni has got Sumantamuni Angiraha. Sumantamuni Angiraha is also known as Sumantamuni. Angira Rishi is also known as Sumantamuni. He has got Atharva Veda. Itihasa Purananam Pita me Romaharshini. My father, Sutta Goswami is saying, my father, he was given Puranas and historical records. Puranas and Itihasas. That was given to Romaharshana. Romaharshana was killed by Balaram. Okay. But anyhow, now these divisions has been done.
Which verse is this there?
Who is shouting here? Which verse? You should sit and study, na? Instead of shouting. Okay, Vaishnav Gaur Prabhu read one verse. Kusum read the second verse. Then Daya Sagar Prabhu third verse.
Yes, Mother, Hare Krishna. 20th, na?
Yeah.
Rig Yaju Jajhu Samathar
Vakya.
Samathar Vakya Vedash Chatavar Udgritaha Ityas Puranam Cha Panchamo Veda Uchyate. Translation by Shilpapad ki jai. The 4 divisions of the original source of knowledge, the Vedas, were made separately, but the historical facts and authentic stories mentioned in the Puranas are called the 5th Vedas. Hare Krishna.
Next we will read. Start.
Me?
No, I told
No,
you. Kusum Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam. Text 21. Tatra Vedadhara Paila Samago Jaimini Kavi Vaishampayana Evaiko Nishnato Yajukam Uta. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. After the Vedas were divided into 4 divisions, Paila Rishi became the professor of the Rig Veda, Jaimini the professor of the Sama Veda, and Vaishampayana alone became glorified by the Yajur Veda. The different Vedas were entrusted to different learned scholars for development in various ways. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Daya Sagar Prabhu. Daya Sagar Prabhu. Usha Mataji read. Daya Sagar Prabhu is traveling today. I don't know. Usha Mataji read.
अथर्वाङ्गिरसाम् आसे सुमन्तु सुमन्तु दारुणो मुनिः इतः स पुराणानाम् इतमेरो महर्षणः. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. The Sumanta Muni, Ankita, who was very devotedly engaged, was interested with the Atharva Veda, and my father, O Maharshika, was interested with the Puranas and historical records. But in the Shruti mantra also, it is stated that Andhira Muni, who strictly followed the rigid principles of the Atharva Veda, was the leader of the followers of the Atharva Veda.
Ta eta rushayo vedam swansam vyasyan nakedadha vyasyan anekadha shishyai prashishyai tatshishyai vedaste shakino bhavan ta eta rushayo vedam swansam vyasyan ekada Vyasayan. How it is Aneka here? Vyasayan. Oh, then Aneka, how it came? Vyasayan, only one N should be there. Vyasayan Anekada, Vyasayan Anekada. Swam Vyasayan Anekada. Shishyai prashishyais tatshishyai vedaste shakino bhavan. So then what the scholars did? Risheha Vedam. Swamsam. They were interested with the Vedas, the particular section of the Vedas. Then Vesayan, they rendered. They rendered this to Anekadaha Shishyahi, to their disciples. Then Prashishyahi, to their grand disciples. Tashishyahi, great grand disciples. Vedahate, in this way, they gave this to even the followers of the respective Vedas. Shakina Abhavan. To whoever are the followers of the Vedas in different branches, they entrusted these, whatever was given to them. If somebody is given the responsibility of the Rig Veda, he gave it to his disciples, great grand disciples, and the followers of the Vedas. Okay. Gajendra Sutta Prabhu, read.
Hare Krishna. Tad etarushyo vedha swam samvyasayanekadha sisye parishishte tachisye vedaste sakino bhavan. Translation and prophecy of Bhakti. All these learned scholars in the turn rendered their entrusted Vedas unto their many disciples, grand disciples, and great grand disciples, and thus the respective branches to the followers of the Vedas came into being. Purport. The original source of knowledge in the Vedas, there are no branches of knowledge, either mundane or transcendental, which do not belong to the original text of the Vedas. They have simply been developed into different branches. They were originally rendered by great, respectable, and learned professors. In other words, the Vedic knowledge broken into different branches by different disciple succession has been disturbed by or has been disturbed all over the world. No one, therefore, no place independent knowledge beyond the Vedas. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Ta eva Veda durmedhay dharyante purushair yatha एवं चकार भगवान् व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः ते त एव वेदा दुर्मेधै धार्यन्ते पुरुषैर्यथा एवं चकार भगवान् व्यासः कृपणवत्सलः. He is very kind to the kripanas, ignorant masses. So Vedaha Durmedhe, he is trying to give this knowledge in a very simple way. He edited the Vedas so that less intellectual people also can assimilate such knowledge. Purushahi yatha, evam chakara bhagavan. He edited it. He simplified the Vedas. The Vedas emanated from the breath of Lord. So he compiled the Vedas, divided them into the branches, gave to branches, sub-branches, and gave to the respective sages. They then again divided. Anyhow, it was assimilated for whom? Less intellectual people, who cannot just remember by Shruti. There were Shrutidharas in previous millenniums or previous yugas. But now Shrutidharas are not there. So that is why he compiled for less intelligent people. Okay. Jumur is free. If Jumur is not free, then Ram Kirti Prabhu, you read.
Hare Krishna, Dhanavad. Ta eva veda durmede dharyande purusheryata evam chakara bhagavan vyasa kripana valsalaha. Translation is purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Thus the great sage Vyasadeva, who is very kind to the ignorant masses, edited the Vedas so they might be assimilated by less intellectual men. Purport. The Veda is one, and the reasons for its divisions in many parts are explained here. The seed of all knowledge, or the Veda, is not a subject matter which can easily be understood by any ordinary man. There is a stricture that no one should try to learn the Vedas who is not a qualified Brahmana. This stricture has been wrongly interpreted in so many ways. A class of men who claim Brahminical qualification simply by their birthright in the family of a Brahmana claim that the study of the Veda is a monopoly of the Brahmana caste only. Another section of the people take this as an injustice to members of other castes who do not happen to take birth in a Brahmana family. But both of them are misguided. The Vedas are subjects which had to be explained even to Brahmaji by the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the subject matter is understood by persons with exceptional qualities of goodness. Persons who are in the modes of passion and ignorance are unable to understand the subject matter of the Vedas. The ultimate goal of Vedic knowledge is Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. This personality is very rarely understood by those who are in the modes of passion and ignorance. In the Satya Yuga, everyone was situated in the mode of goodness. Gradually, the mode of goodness declined during the Treta and Dwapara Yugas, and the general mass of people became corrupt. In the present age, the mode of goodness is almost nil, and so for the general mass of people, the kind-hearted, powerful sage Srila Vyasadeva divided the Vedas in various ways so that they may be practically followed by less intelligent persons in the modes of passion and ignorance. It is explained in the next sloka as follows. Hare Krishna, Dhanavad.
Okay, let's stop here. You want to continue? Then another 15 minutes, I can finish off the chapter. If you're feeling sleepy, no problem. What do you all want? Another one page. Any, I will do it. Tomorrow you all are free? Can you do it tomorrow evening? Or you want to break? Thursday we'll do it. Oh, Saturday, Sunday break.
Mataji, tomorrow is the exam for Bhakti Shastri.
So you are not Bhakti Shastri, no?
No, but we are taking. We have to share a Zoom link, no? It has to be the same link.
Okay, no problem. I was to take 8 to 9. Anyhow, tomorrow leave it. So any doubts regarding this? We'll stop here. So Nainu wants to say something. Shloka, Nainu wants to speak.
She is having cough.
Okay. Panchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya cha pattanam pavanam Vaishnavibhyo namo namah Vaishnavim